dedicated to giving wild tigers a future. Thank you for being here and helping us save tigers.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the stars of today's presentation as they make their way onto Tiger Island. Afternoon, guys. I'll get that round of applause going because our tiger handlers today are Pete, Dan, Keith, Pat, and Mel. They will be coming out shortly and they will introduce to you our beautiful tigers that we've got here at Tiger Island. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Tiger Island. We are so glad that you could join us to be witness of some amazing natural tiger abilities and, of course, learn a little bit about what could possibly be the most important conservation message facing our world today. Now, my name is Wildlife Ali, and they call me that here at Dreamworld because I absolutely love animals. Now, who else here by show of hands? Who else loves animals? Woo. Oh yeah? Oh, that's quite a bit. Now, guys, that is awesome because we need people like you who are going to look out for our gorgeous animals and ensure their safety. Of course, these beautiful animals behind me are no exception. But I think the guys are ready to get started. So, Pete, what are you going to ask our beautiful tigers to demonstrate for us?
Yeah, thanks very much, Ellie. And again, guys, welcome along to Tiger Island. I'd also like to just start off by pointing out that we never force the cats during these presentations. And on warm days like today, just like we do, we seek out a little bit of shade. And you might be wondering, well, okay, it's got to be too hot here in Queensland. No, that's not the case at all. In fact, tigers come from some of the hottest parts of the world, so even hotter. So we're looking at Sumatra, very much hotter than Queensland all year round. So we've got the two tigers out here. They are sisters. We have Adira and Akasha, and we've also got Keith and Pat. So we're going to see if we can get them into some behaviours for you. Now we've got some milk out here. We've got some frozen milk cubes, which is what Akasha is licking on now, and we've also got some meat, which hopefully will get them nice and excited. So these girls are sisters. They're 3 years of age, and Akasha looks like she's ready to go. So we're going to show you our first behaviour. Very simply, we like to call this one, for obvious reasons, a sit-up. There we go. How about we give her a round of applause? I think she deserves that. Excellent effort. And Adira just taking her time. Now that is totally fine. Now the sit-up behaviour is used by a tiger to gain a little bit of height from their body. So perhaps they're walking through long tall grass, trying to locate prey, trying to locate position. Maybe they're trying to pick up a scent mark on an overhanging branch or rock. This is exactly how they would go about doing that. Now for us, it's also an excellent way to give you all over there an idea of just how big the tigers are. Obviously though, if they push up on their back legs, they're going to be a little bit taller, and we're going to show you that now again with Akasha. We're going to get her up into what we call a rise behaviour. So at the moment, she's going to give Keith a little bit of a hug here first. You can see they're very affectionate towards the handlers. Now I'm also going to point out that we've got a couple of our females out the back that are in an estrus cycle, so this can throw things around a little bit. Always makes our shows a little bit more interesting, but we're going to see if we can get, there we go, she's focusing now up into what we call a rise behaviour. So if you can imagine that Keith here is a tree. Out there in the wild, a tiger leaning up against the trunk of a tree, digging their claws into the bark, of course is going to leave a vision indicator that they've been there. It also lets other cats know just how big the dominant male or female of that territory is. Probably feels really nice as well, stretching the ligaments in and around the claw area, and helps to keep their claws in tip-top condition while removing any bit of dead claw that might be there. So again, extremely functional behaviour for the tigers. So what we might do is when Keith's ready, we're going to give you a look at her teeth. A tiger has 30 teeth inside their mouth there, all designed with killing and consuming prey. So in my pocket here, I've got a plastic replica of a tiger's canine tooth, and when we have a look at Akasha's teeth here in just a moment, you'll see that what you're seeing is the smallest part of the tooth. The thickest and strongest part of the tooth is the bit that you don't see. Now this gives them lots and lots of extra power in and around the jaw area, and is just one of the contributing factors that enable tigers to be able to kill prey up to 5 times their own body size. So baby elephants, baby rhino, particularly the large deer species, things like sumber and she-tailed deer, they'll even kill gower. So to give you an idea, a gower is like a great big water buffalo, and these animals are pretty tough critters in their own right, hence the reason these big strong teeth. And it looks like maybe a deer might show off some of these behaviours as well. Maybe Pat might try for a little sit-up. No. Oh, there she goes. Better late than never. Let's give her a bit of a round of applause. and we'll try and keep her nice and motivated as we go through the rest of the show. So what we might do is we might step things up out here a little bit. So we'll move on to some horse and also some chicken. They tend to be a little bit more motivated for that. So the first thing I think we're going to ask Adira to do, or we're going to ask Akasha. We'll try Adira. Give Adira a go. If not, Akasha will come over. We'll show you some jumping. So platform to platform here. This is a distance that's only just 3 metres. Tigers are quite capable of jumping up to about 6 metres without too many problems. So we'll see how we go with Adira. She looks like she's getting herself into position. Right, now tigers, as I say, about 6 metres is a normal jump for a tiger if they're motivated enough. Top speed for a tiger is about 55, 60 kilometres an hour, and they'll reach that in around about 3 seconds. There we go, let's give her a round of applause. So obviously all of that speed is going to give them a lot more momentum. It's also assisted by the tail. You can see that flicking up over her back there. This is helping to give her extra forward momentum and helping also to balance her out when she is in mid-flight. So they are exceptionally good jumpers, and maybe a little bit later in the presentation we might see another one. I think Pat's going to now see if we can to get her to jump off the platform and down onto the ground. Keep your eyes on her. We'll see how she goes. One more, down to the ground. And how about as she comes down to the ground, guys, we give her a round of applause. She's done a great job there. And no, she's not going to jump forward. All right, so here comes Akasha. You can see she's a lot more motivated than what Adira is. And Pete will do a couple more jumps for you. And then again, we'll see if we can get her to launch off of the ground for you. All right, so a couple more jumps. You're not going to jump off the ground, that's fair enough, no dramas at all. But we will take her back down this end here. You can see everybody's just, again, a little bit distracted because of obviously the girls out the back that are in their heat cycle. We'll bring her back one more time and take her down the far end, and then we will get on and we'll show you some of the training that we use here at Tiger Island. How about we give her a round of applause? So I think she's done a pretty good job as well. Alright, so the guys are just grabbing these markboards here. Now, markboard is essentially an indicator of position. We teach them from a younger age that when we put the board on the ground to walk over and place both front feet on it. Okay, this enables us to be able to do a lot of cool things with the cats. We want to take the temperature. We want to give them their yearly vaccinations. We want to bring a bed in nice and close and safe to have a look at any injuries or problems that they might have. We can now do that with the Tiger located wherever we need them to be. The use of 2 markboards means we can have a look at joint movement. And there are any problems as they're getting a bit older, we can do that. Now this movement from place to place using these markboards means we can get involved in the media. So you're going to make a movie or a commercial or a documentary, something along those lines. Okay, simply just use the 2 markboards. And we enjoy being involved in the media work because it has an income. Not an income for us, but an income for tigers in the wild, because they're the ones that we're most concerned about. During the last century, over 100,000 tigers. Today, we estimate maybe 3,500 tigers only remain. Within the next 10 to 15 years, we're facing complete extinction of the tiger in the wild. So through groups like this up on the back board that you can see here, they go out into the wild each and every week looking for any evidence of illegal poaching that's going on. So poaching for their body parts and poaching for their prey. Now that, as well as habitat destruction, are the main causes for the decline of not just tigers but all species of animals. So with them out there, we have a presence. Now we raise that money that pays their wages, gives them vehicles and GPS systems and anything that's going to make their jobs more efficient at protecting those vital pockets of wilderness. So if you would like to help us here at Tiger Island, you may have noticed the donation boxes around here. 100% of the money raised out of those donation boxes, maybe even only 5 cents, all goes offshore to help support groups like this. You may have seen in the shop the tiger painted paw prints. They're painted with non-toxic paint by the cats out here on the island. You'll see some footage of that here momentarily. Wait till they're nice and sleepy and away we go. $10. The whole $10 goes towards tiger conservation, guys, so you can take something home for your effort. Or if you get home and you think, hey, you know what, I'd really like to support the tigers a bit more, you can adopt any one of the cats here, and our adoption packages start as low as $20. They do go upwards from there, just depending on your budget. But again, 100% of the money raised goes into helping support groups to help save these absolutely incredible animals. All right, now there's the more serious side of Tiger Island. Get back to the behaviours. And this next one's quite interesting because a lot of the early literature will tell you that tigers can't climb. The theory here is that the tiger is too big, the claws are too small, there's no way they can support their weight in the tree. So who of you out there would like to see a tiger climb this tree right here, right now? I know Ali does, look at her, she's all excited. How about the rest of you? Who wants to see a tiger climb a tree? Alright, fantastic. So what we're going to do here, as you can see, a piece of chicken on the end of a climb pole, which we're going to put up the tree here. In the wild, if you can imagine that it's a bird or a monkey, maybe a leopard's left its prey hanging out of the branch of a tree, this is exactly what we would expect to see. So Akash is just sizing it up now. She's going to give the tree a little bit of a hug as well. And she's going to go, hang on, there's a piece of chicken up there. Don't worry, it only took us 20 minutes the other day to get a tiger to climb a tree. But she doesn't want to do it at the moment with the deer over. But it looks like she's certainly she's thinking about it anyway. We're almost there, there she goes. How about that, guys? Let's give her a round of applause. So she's going to make her way back down the tree. You can see that incredible upper body strength that she's got there, and she's just going to shimmy back down the tree here. Again, you can see her utilising her tail here, just to give her a little bit of extra stability and balance as she's coming back down. And I think as she hits the ground, how about we give her a round of applause? I think she's done an excellent effort at that. Good girl, Akasha.
Guys, how cool was that? Word of warning, right? If you face a tiger in the wild, don't climb a tree, because clearly you're not safe up there. But we are coming towards the end of our presentation, but Pete so graciously is going to let us cue the very last behaviour. But we need a little bit of a practice first, okay? So on the count of 3, we are going to yell out jump as loud as we can, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, jump! Oh, you're going to make me do it again, aren't you? Alright, come on guys, they're all the way over there. You need to be really loud, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3! That was much better. Pete, they're all
Fantastic,
yours.
they're all ready to go. Okay, so you're going to see that Keith is actually going to lay Akasha down over there. We've got a deer over here, and see if we can get her in the pool as well. So Pat might try that right up now. Tigers, it's a little unknown fact that tigers love water. In fact, the only other big cats that do are the jaguars. So you can see, she knows there's a bit of chicken in there, and she's going to see if she wants to go in. Entirely, again, up to her. You can see Keith now, he's got his climb pole, piece of chicken on the end there. He's got himself a nice motivated tiger. And he's going to step in front of the rocks here and let you know when he's ready to go. He's ready. So here we go, guys. 1, 2, 3. No. Alright, okay, perfect example of the fact that we never force the cats, okay? If they don't want to do it, they don't have to. Keith may try again. We always do like to try and be as successful as we can. But you can see the way that she was moving towards the log there. She was a little bit looking around, seeing what's going on, and that is, as I say, and I've said a couple of times, the result of having females in an estrus cycle. So Dira knows it's there, but yeah, we can't force the cats. Alright, so one more time, I'll let you do this at your own pace there, people. You'll see how she goes, whether she's into it or not. No, I don't think we're going to see that today. Kid's going to try it. No, unfortunately, guys, it doesn't look like we're going to get that jump there at the end there, or even a swim in the pool of deer, and maybe we'll see how we go. I really hope you've enjoyed what you have seen. Thank you very much for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your day here at Dreamworld. We do have one more final message for you up on the big screen.
Terima kasih atas bantuan dalam pelestarian harimau Sumatera.